Senior year in high school, when I started driving, it was just so hard. And I was like, driving can't be this hard. Everyone's doing it. So I tried my left leg, and everyone thought I was crazy. But all of a sudden, it was just unbelievable. I could feel my foot, I could feel the pedal, and I could drive, and I love driving. So since I was 15, I've been driving using my left foot. So I'm Rajeev, Nirmalakhandan. I was born in Sri Lanka, which is a tiny island. It's got over 20 million people. And growing up, I had a multitude of head scratchers, meaning medical issues where we'd go to London and see different doctors. There was a lot of like, could be, maybe. And we discovered I had a condition called syringomyelia. I couldn't do things the normal way. Everything just seemed to be more difficult. So then I had a surgery. It was a spinal surgery in '95, which was a very intense surgery where they put a shunt, which is a tube that goes from a cavity in my spinal cord with a pressure control valve. I remember applying for the UCLA application right after that surgery. And I could only sit for 5 minutes at a time. Otherwise, my back would be, the pain was tremendous. So I would literally get up, work on my application for 5 minutes, go lay down, then get up again. And it was very dramatic for my parents, thinking right after this surgery I was going to leave my small town and go to Los Angeles. But I was like, I got some hardware in my back, but I could do this. So I went to UCLA, and it turns out there was a surgeon there who is an expert in my condition. So he told me, he's like, well, the shunt is really not the best approach. I was like, excuse me? He's like, well, it gets clogged, it doesn't really work that well. And after the first surgery, I said, never again in my life. So then he somehow convinced me I need another one. So then in '98, I had another spinal surgery. Just the most minute things pose a challenge, but it's just it's just like, okay, I can't do it this way. What's another way I could do it? It's like a maze. Well, I can't go this way. Well, let me try going this way and see how I can still get to my final destination. What it means to be a hero is that we are all confronted with struggles and hurdles. Some of them larger than others. Some of them are visible, physical. Some of them are psychological, emotional, but it's how you overcome that and look beyond yourself and try to help others, try to impact the world in some positive way. So, like I said earlier, I could look and say, hey, I've had all these health issues and surgeries and I have to deal with a disability and just close off. Or I could say, no, I want to be a good husband, I want to be a good father, I want to be a good teacher, I want to do creative work, and making an impact, a positive impact on others. It could be even just simply listening to someone. It could be just a kind word or a kind gesture that to that person can mean so much more.